Guys, quickly again, I want to make this video. I want to talk about Jasmy Coin and if you watch any video made on Jasmy, you know how extremely bullish I'm on Jasmy as a long-term play here. We're talking 2025, 202, 6004 at the hour of this video. It's had an extraordinary week, up 17% on the week, and throughout the past month had a truly staggering, as I would see it, just being down 15% considering sort of what has happened for this present month in the expansive crypto market, I believe is a great sign for Jasmy. However, throughout the course of recent long periods of 17% here Jasmy, and truly you realize we investigate the last month, it's simply me being down 15% over the barely a month ago. To me, as I would see it, is fairly bullish. However, I need to discuss a hidden bullish impetus and simply something all the more explicitly about Jasmy. I don't think individuals are discussing. We know what's the deal with the SEC, and we know is what's the deal with the SEC to the extent that Coinbase and Binance goes and the claims end. Simply all that is happening concerning that, right? What's more, I needed to discuss this article here from Bloomberg Crypto Brokers. Again, crypto, I surmise I can't peruse this whole article here for this video, yet I simply needed to share this titles to sort of address this. Crypto dealers are wagering on Asia as a safe house after US crackdown, exchanging Asian hours ascending while US, Europe volume droop, Gemini, Venus among changes, extending activities in Asia. Presently I discussed this since we've discussed Jasmy previously, and individuals are keen on Jasmy explicitly for being the Bitcoin of Japan. Presently, you know, I use quotation fingers when I say that, since you know, there's not really going to be another Bitcoin that we truly see that will copy explicitly Bitcoin, correct? So when we discuss the Bitcoin of Japan, I believe it's certainly fascinating in that we can't, once more, we can't express that there will be another Bitcoin, yet Jasmy and what they're doing in Japan explicitly I believe will profit based on what's happening in the US crackdown to the extent that getting serious about explicitly Coinbase in the US and just crypto brokers overall in the US. So we investigate the group at Jasmy. Here is the chief of Jasmy, or one of the head individuals at Jasmy, previous president of Sony, president, chief of US Sony Designing and Assembling of America, director of Sony Monetary Possessions, director of Sony Life Coverage. He's had various situations inside Sony which many thought about the greatest mechanical, perhaps of the greatest mechanical organization on the planet. And afterward the president-in-chief, Kazumasa Osato, previous president of Sony's Tile.com, this turned into the president of Jasmy Integrated new number of 2018? Alright, so you need to remember that, you know, individuals have discussed this before, like they basically relinquished Jasmy. You could say, sorry, they were given up at Sony, which is as it should be. In any case, regardless, these are authentic individuals that have shown authority abilities at the most elevated of levels, you guys. Like Sony, I imply that as like the most elevated of levels that we can see, somebody's employer, a particular organization. So remember that here, and afterward again returning to this, Jasmy approaches a more extensive scope of persuasive organizations than previously. Allow us to pause for a minute to praise the accomplishment and keep any bad suppositions from putting us down. Investigate the new associations. There's the source is on the authority BGET site. Jasmy is on. The second is on the subsequent client pages. So I surmise this is a peace site. Clients and accomplices you can see here. Jasmy is here. Close by Kyocera, Sibling, Right Access, Qualcomm, Google, Sony, Valmet, Panasonic, Toshiba, probably the greatest Rakuten, the absolute greatest organizations in Japan. We see Jasmy right close by it. Furthermore, to me this is somewhat only the start. I think this is for Jasmy explicitly, like. Once more, similar to discussing long-haul play here for Jasmy, that is not monetary counsel, but rather, I believe it's really, genuinely the starting we're discussing with how Jasmy is doing IoT and information. Those information and IoT cryptos will get their bull run, they will have their time at the center of attention, and I think Jasmy is at the front of that. I think Jasmy being positioning itself to be that administration-directed crypto in Japan. Profoundly, exceptionally associated with the Japanese government, with these guys that were at the highest point of Jasmy. I believe it's simply not really good or bad bullish, you all. I can't communicate enough the way that bullish I am on Jasmy. Quote, pushing ahead, again, not monetary guidance, not monetary consultant. Tell me the remarks you about this. I simply needed to impart that to you all, that you understand what's happening here in America, in the US, in different areas of the planet. I think. Guys, that is a big update. If you guys enjoy the content, you want to stay up to date. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.